Bonnie Tyler, It's a Heartache. Coming to this one. This is our third song from Bonnie. We've loved the first two that we've gotten from her.
Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart. I feel like it's just like our first introduction to her. It was just so good.
Yeah, and I loved Holding Out for a Hero too.
Me too.
So amazing. Really showcased her vocal capabilities, which, interestingly enough, the rasp in her voice seemed to be at least somewhat attributed to her vocal surgery that she had.
Made her voice so unique.
It's so crazy that you have that happen. I imagine she was singing prior to that, then had the surgery, came back, and continued doing what she loved. Maybe sounded a little bit different. Some people could be deterred from that, right?
She made it work for her, which is great.
Yeah. And it reminds me of somebody that we knew growing up, but very, very different circumstances, which you guys may or may not know, was a very famous rapper got shot in the mouth.
Oh, yes.
And it changed his sound, but he went on to be one of the most well-known rappers. You guys, even if you don't listen to his music, would know him in 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. And so crazy, how you can have these things happen and they can alter your sound, right? But it ends up almost being a blessing in disguise because it makes you so unique.
Yeah, it's like almost like it was, divine destiny that these terrible things happen, but it ended up working in your favor.
Yeah. And, I think that's the thing about Bonnie for me, right? Is that she's so unique. When
I love her vocal.
She's got so much grit and she sounds so raw.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's actually been a little while. I'm like, when I looked at the last one that we did, Holding Out for a Hero, and how long it's been, I was like, why did we wait so long to come back to Bonnie?
Sometimes you don't even realize how much time passes because we're checking out so much amazing content, but there's so many different genres, so many different decades, right? That you don't realize how much time passes. And then you're like, oh my God, it's been so long since we did this person last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is from 1977.
And 1977. The album came out in 1978, I think, right? I think this came out earlier, 1 year earlier as a single. And it did really well as a single. It went to number
3 in the US, 4 in the UK, and 1 in Canada.
All right. See, I was going to mix those numbers up. So Sam's on her toes today. And it sold 6 million copies apparently as well. So
worldwide.
Clearly a really renowned song. And Bonnie was born in 1951. So, she, I think, exploded into the scene a little bit later into her career versus some other people. I don't know, maybe that had something to do with the vocal, changing her vocal as well.
Her path.
Let's get into more from Bonnie Tyler.
It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Hits you when it's too late, hits you when you're down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown. It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Love until your arms break, then he lets you down. It ain't right with love to share when you find he doesn't care for you. It ain't wise to need someone as much as I depended on you. Oh, it's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Hits you when it's too late, hits you when you're down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown.
All right, I'm going to pause it there, rewind it, guys, and build up to that solo that's coming in. What are your thoughts so far, Sam?
I think it's good. I think it's a little bit I mean, we're only in the first half, and this seems to be, a shorter song as well. But I feel like it's a little bit different than the other ones that we did. I feel like the other ones had more drama to them a little bit. Like when I say drama, I mean more like instrumentational drama. I feel like there was more of like a build, and then she kind of exploded, which maybe we'll get that in the back half of this, especially in Total Eclipse of the Heart. But
I think it's just a little darker to me.
Yeah.
This one. Go ahead.
Well, I think like the sound of the song is very like she's talking about heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like I think heartache and heartbreak. So I think that like her vocal for this is what I was going to say is that I feel like it's perfect because it's this like raspy, gritty, almost hoarse sounding vocal, which is how people sound when they've been crying and they're sad and their heart's broken and they're kind of like, feeling like they're broken. And that's kind of what I get from her vocal delivery. And the instrumentation, obviously, like you said, is a little bit heavier, a little bit darker. And I feel like it complements that really well.
Yeah, I think you're hitting on what I was about to allude to in the sense that these deeper tones instrumentally are really providing that feeling of what heartbreak sounds like from an instrumental perspective.
Yeah.
But the pain comes through with her vocal because it's so gritty and
Mm-hmm.
raw, like I talked about in the beginning. Again, so unique. I don't know if there's anybody that has a voice like Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
And
I think that's probably what partially made her so successful, right?
yeah, and so I think like you were alluding to, the complement of that gritty vocal with these deep tones discussing heartbreak and heartache, as you referred to, it really does sit well. And one thing I was thinking about we didn't mention is that she's a Welsh singer, which you have some Welsh heritage.
I do, yes.
And then I don't know, maybe it's something in the water. You like these individuals that are vocalists that are insanely talented, but they have a real distinct voice about them, and like somebody like Tom Jones as well.
Yep.
These Welsh singers, like I don't know what's in the water. You guys got to tell me.
It's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. Hits you when it's too late, hits you when you're down. It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown.
Crying.
It ain't right with love to share when you find he doesn't care for you. It ain't wise to need someone as much as I depended on you.
Jeez.
Oh, it's a heartache, nothing but a heartache. You love until your arms break, then he lets you down. It's a fool's game, standing in the cold rain, feeling like a clown.
Jeez.
It's a heartache. Love until your arms break, then he lets you down. It's a
So interesting too, her demeanor, it was like stone cold throughout this, just staring at the camera,
Yeah.
not much emotion being shown. And that's obviously what you're going to be feeling when you're going through what she was talking about.
Yeah, like numb almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're standing in the rain, you're under this dark cloud. Like when is the sunshine going to come out? And that's kind of, even the demeanor that she carried throughout this. But I feel like almost, it's interesting. Like it was great. She had a fantastic vocal performance, but I almost feel like she was holding back, like you saw a glimpse of that towards the end, what she's capable of.
Yeah.
But it was almost like she didn't want to sing, overemphasize her power, because then it would kind of like give you this uplifting feel.
Yeah.
It was like she was like, keeping that similar to the guitar tones. It was like she was keeping her range specifically as at a certain point so that she could keep that feeling of what Heartache was like.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of like what I was alluding to but the way I was trying to explain it at the pause, and you did a better job of explaining that, is like comparatively to the other ones that we did, I feel like her vocal was subdued a little bit. Like she still sounded fantastic, and it I think was perfect for the song and the messaging of the song, and you know, like what she wanted to portray for emotion for the song. But when you compare it to the other ones that we do, I feel like she was more free in the other one. She kind of just like
the peaks and valleys.
Exactly.
More expressive.
Exactly. So I loved it. I thought it was great. And it was really cool to see another side of her and like how she has, you know, diversity and how she can deliver the song. And I think for what it needed to be for this, it was perfect. But I agree with you. I think that this was definitely like she does have a ton more power than this when she wants to.
She was purposeful with this one. So let us know if there's anything else in the catalog from Bonnie that we should check out. One of a kind, like I said, for sure.
Yeah.
And so are you guys. You're a one of a kind community. We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us, and hitting that like button really does make a difference. Thank you for doing that. And if you haven't subscribed, you should do so now so you can make sure you hang out with us in the future. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys.